couldn't start it from the beginning. Hello there, folks, and welcome to another episode of another installment of Toke Freely. Yay! So today, we got country with us today. And he messing with my music. We got some 80s disco music going on here. Just perfect for the mood.
For Reese show.
And he messing everything up.
No, we don't play this shit on Soul Time. It's not disco. Disco is dead.
I came up in the disco era, so for me, this is perfect. Okay. Perfect. Hey, my John Travolta out. Hey.
Oh man, come on. Hey, y'all, welcome to this episode of Toke fucking Free. We got a brand new weed. Check me out on Theodore. I AK Country on Instagram, and always go to your motherfucking podcast channel, your local podcast, anywhere we get podcasts mostly, and check out Soul Time with Country and Mr. Reese. And now, without further ado, Reese is gonna tell you about everything we got today, and we gonna smoke.
Well, folks, come on over to, you know what, I have been telling you guys wrong for so long. It's a crash share. When I say to come over to spring.con, it's one word, toke free. I thought it was two words because when I looked at it, I thought it was two words. But it's still one word, toke freely, and then toke gear. Those are two separate words. So come on over there, check out our merch. We got a plethora of things to pick from. A plethora of things to pick from. And I'm sure you will enjoy one-of-a-kind things that nobody else has. You can be the only one to have it. Don't forget to come check out my social media platform on Facebook called Weed Smokers Unite.
Yep.
If you like learning about weed and looking at some great weed pictures and some memes and little movie clips here and there, some jokes and stuff, you will love this channel. It's full of that. It's full of fun. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. Called Weed Smokers Unite on Facebook. Then come check out our podcast on Spotify. You could go Spotify, Anchor, iHeart.
Let's get on with the show.
I'm doing everything. iHeart, coming over there, become a subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you're going to enjoy the shows. We just finished one yesterday. So, today. Yesterday? Well, we just finished one, so you're going to hear it soon. So it's coming up. And also, my Cash App is down because somebody keeps trying to get into it. So you can't give to the Cash App now, but I've ordered another one. It's on its way. This will be the second time. I ordered another one. It's on its way. So that'll be back up. But if you want to donate, you can donate through YouTube and through any other of our programs. You can use too. And we're going to create a Patreon. Well, we had a Patreon, but we forgot to.
That music is so lousy. I thought the commercial was still a disco.
See, that is not the music lousy. That was just a lousy commercial. Today we have a new weed like we always do. And today, the name of our marijuana is
Oh my God.
We have to have a change in the show. We can't have the same stuff over and over and over. Anyway, today, the name
this
of our
type
show
of music be like, hey girl, you want to get the fuck out of here?
It's called Bonnie Rubble.
Yep,
that's right.
Bonnie Rubble,
folks.
Not to have nothing to do with Hannah Barrow.
We don't
have nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Weed. That's all it is.
People just getting younger and younger hustling. I don't know. Somebody must be around like.
Let you guys check it out.
And this Bonnie Rubble, the guy told me, is Get It While It's Hot. Yeah, he says going fast, get it while it's hot.
Oh, he says going fast. All right, this is one of Country's connections. So, folks, that's the weed.
Oh, Junebug,
shit. Yeah, this is my nephew's connection. All right, there you go. Got a good picture of it right there. Oh, got a good picture of it right there. Right there. Okay. And the smell, I've been smelling it. It's very loud in THC. Yeah. But other than that, it's got like a fruity smell to it. Somewhat fruity, but like I said, the THC overpowers everything. But got a good smell. I can't really identify it to anything. Sweet, little greeny grassy smell, just a touch of it. The THC, it smells a little chemical to me too. But we'll see once we smoke it. Break it down, sticky. Just like Country like it, it's sticky. And it's tough to break down.
Not really.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to break it down now. It's tough to break down. And it's sticky.
That's what he don't like. That is a preference. Remember
Yeah,
that.
it is a preference, but it's not
Me
my
and
preference.
Snoop Dogg, we like to say, "Look, Steve, iggy."
It
You know,
smells slightly different once you crunch it up.
right?
But
Because stay on your fingers. It's
other than
sticky.
that, it looks like it could dry out into something really, really nice.
Big
Let you
bud.
take a good look at it. See, there you go. And the colors, I forgot to show you the
Yeah, it's a
colors.
lot. It's got like white in it and red. It's
It's
some
got
crazy
some
color.
red.
And green.
I ain't see no white country. You be making
When
up
you,
colors.
no, I'm serious. When you open it up, you'll see the little white on it. They open up that big one. This nigga just breaking up shit forever.
I still don't see no white. I see green, red, something looks a little yellowish,
Man, it looks like a little white.
and some hints of brown. Yeah. It's like 4 or 5 colors going on in there. Very nice. Boy, this is strong on THC. So, Country got the joint waiting on him to light it.
I'm talking about look at the bud like that. Look at it
You want
that
to put
way
the
with the
light on it?
camera. You
All
don't
right,
see
let me
like it
put
look
it.
like the little white with the stick. Am I tripping?
I don't see no white.
It's just
Let's let
frost
the
looking.
folks say. If you see white on here, comment on
No,
the show.
no, I'm saying that's just the frost on it.
Yeah, it's like a little frost. See, folks, check it out. All right. It does have like a little frost-like thing going on. Wait a minute, I see a whole other color in here. Wow, it's got lots of colors. It's got lots of colors. Here you go. We're anticipating a good smoke on this journey. If Country come on with it and do whatever.
What?
Here's the thing.
Oh,
Country
okay.
copped this weed
Oh,
today.
I didn't know what you was doing, man. I thought I
I was
had
trying
it.
to get you back to weed.
Oh yeah.
And we're waiting to smoke the joint. My audience is getting impatient, waiting on him. Come on, come on, come on. Well, okay, folks, just take it easy. Just take it easy, folks.
The smoke. Wait, no, toke.
They're like, come, yeah, toke. We're getting there. Country is slow as molasses. Okay. I have the lighter.
Yeah, like.
Hold on, folks. I gotta get my water.
And today, this blunt is sponsored by Honey Dutch.
Just the name of those papers, Honey Dutch. Hey, it's sponsored by Fuji. Oh, we're giving all these free.
Man,
Yes, I drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water, folks, when you get like my age. It's really good for you.
Yeah.
Try to drink the best water you can get, not tap water. Because I don't know what's in that shit.
I don't know what's in the water. Shit.
Well, supposedly Fuji water is it supposed to be from Fuji? It says from the island of Fuji.
Well, that shit say Fiji like motherfucker.
Oh, Fiji, not Fuji. I'm thinking of the group,
now,
Fuji's.
I want to say this for a reason. Smack with this girl in his mouth.
What's that?
This bitch tastes good. I mean,
get a cramp in my foot. Can you believe that? Woo! I caught that one the time. So you get old and crusty like me, you get cramps. You know, somebody's supposed to be doing the commercials. Will you give me the remote, Country? Because you don't be on your job.
Okay, hand you both. That crazy ass music.
You don't be on your job, bro.
Right, there you go. You
gotta be on your job. Listen, all you old timers is like me. We love this music.
Y'all
we still be in the crib. Hey, I remember 1986. Okay, let me tell you about that.
Tastes better than the smell. Man, look. The taste is rather surprising. I was rather.
What's so surprising about it?
Tastes pretty good, man. I like how it tastes.
Got a chemical taste, just like I said. Strong as hell. kicking up some rubble. But no flavor. It's just strong.
I said it tastes
Taste
better than the smell.
taste is smooth, but this shit is strong as hell. I mean, it's a lot of THC. I don't know what levels of THC they go to. This got to be one of the highest. But this is like
Damn.
2 puff action.
Puff pass.
That's some strong weed. Oh, I'm tasting the flavor. Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Ooh, this stuff is strong. Called Bonnie Rubble.
But I'll tell you, it tastes better than the smell.
You know, I didn't think nothing would beat out the one we just did last week. The one we got the 90 on. But I have to admit, I think this one might beat this one out. Yeah, from your boy. No, where did we get that? We got it from Miss J. Yeah, so I don't know, Miss J. You might get beat on this one. That's some strong weed. And see, that's why I say I don't like giving weeds like 9s and 10s on potency and stuff like that, because clearly this weed is a lot stronger than her weed, and we gave potency a 9 on hers. Remember that? See, that's why I say it was more to me a 7 or an 8. Excuse me.
I
See,
think I was great her potency for all around.
all around.
It was like eating a good meal. The more you eat it,
It was good
tastes.
weed.
Like,
It was
it
good
had
weed.
different like notes, and like later on it was getting better and better. So I was like,
Well, I know
you
we
know,
never got bored of
surprised.
smoking it.
No.
I know we never got bored of smoking it. I'll say that. But
You
this
did?
is stronger than that.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We gave it a 9, and that, I don't think that was fair to that. You know?
They ain't even half of that.
No, it's not. This is like 2 pull action. Your ass is coughing, and now I'm hot. My eyes watering. I'm hot. See, that's when you know you smoked some good weed there. See, my eyes have changed, folks. Oh, I want to say
To
all the people that just joined yesterday and the day before and today, for all my platforms, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, we give out
Yeah,
thumbs up
I've
and blown up
got
for you.
members on every platform.
Right, but for Toke Freely, on other
We got
platforms,
some
we
for
give
Toke Freely.
thumbs up. Right? We give thumbs up we like thumbs up on Soul Time,
Right.
Reach like, definitely like thumbs up on We Smoke Unite.
Right.
Toke Freely, we want blunt ups or joint ups.
That'll work. That'll work.
Put
That'll
one
work.
in the
I
air,
like that.
so we know it's different. It was a joint up respond or blunt up respond or chronic leaf respond. That's the highest.
And I have a question for you folks. Since I'm probably going to be putting this episode on my Facebook, the people who come to on Facebook and whatever, let me know if you will want me to move this channel over to Facebook. Because like I say, YouTube is giving us such a runaround, such a hard time. You know.
And we don't own the rights to this disco. 80s and 90s disco copy
Yeah,
free.
are you sure this is copy-free music?
You saying this crap on
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that
craptastic
part.
music. Oh hell no.
See, you come up in the 90s, so you wouldn't know. But it says 80s and 90s. It
Yeah, we just a rap.
But there was no disco music in the 90s, man. That's bullshit.
See, no copyright.
Okay. There was no disco in the 90s. You can forget about that. It was gone. By the 90s, maybe the early 91 or 92, but anything after that, it was no more disco. If people remember, they had a radio station here in Chicago. I think it was WLS, where they burnt all the disco records in the Sox Stadium or the Cubs Stadium.
Oh!
You remember that?
No.
I know you wasn't here, but it was all over the news.
No.
You don't remember seeing that? Yeah, man, they was talking about disco is dead.
Disco
They went out there and burnt all the
motherfucking
fucking records
dead.
and blew them up and shit. And after that, you could basically say disco died. But disco ain't never died, because what you think techno is? That's all it is. Techno music is just disco. That's all it is. A little faster beat.
Well, I met a DJ. He said disco music basically became house music.
Yeah, well, it started off as house music, believe it or not.
What?
Disco music.
No, he said disco. He said after they said disco was dead, he said That's how house music.
He's right.
Because he said it was
right.
it was
Because
basement music.
everybody would crack on everybody who had disco music.
Right. He said so. Y'all started the people that didn't. That's how basement music started.
Yeah.
They go down there and bang that shit in the basement with their crowd and get busy. And then
That's what we used to do, man. We used to have them basement parties, man.
Now, I met this dude, DJ. He a DJ, famous DJ in Chicago.
What was his name? You remember?
A
lot of DJs came out here.
Julian Jumping Parade.
Oh yeah, he used to be on, I think V103, right? Or GCI.
No, he said house music.
He used to be on what?
They said he do house music.
No, but they used to play his music on the radio, and they would announce like it was Amari somebody too, and him, and it was like 3-4 guys. They would play.
Well, I mean, he had a DJ, so he probably.
But they would have this recorded music, dance music.
His church say he say like Father House Music or something. It's like House Nation, House Music Nation. I took pictures of it.
I don't know.
I was like, man, who the fuck started playing this house music stuff? We ain't got this down south. And he's like, man, it basically when they killed disco in the club, he said people took that type of music and brought it in the basement.
I can't really say that's necessarily true because we was going to basement parties before
probably
disco
basement
died.
Party.
Yeah,
but listen to the name of the music. But what he said, I think make absolute sense because it's called house music. So they was keeping it in the house.
The term house music back then.
No, I'm talking.
I have to admit, we didn't.
You know what house music is?
Yeah.
Right.
I know what house music is. Basically disco. That's basically what it is.
That's what he said. And
if you look at some of these artists, they just doing
it's a disco song. It sounds like some shit you seen on Scarface.
Back in the day.
Like
Scarface. Well, I don't know. Scarface was 70s. This is 80s.
No, remember he was in the club. This type of music.
No, they didn't have that. They didn't have that kind of music.
Man, that sounds just like that shit. That's the first thing I thought.
You always throw it all into one category. You always do that. But no.
He's sitting there smoking big ass cigars and that's the disco.
What's wrong? Why is you hating on disco, bro?
I don't like it. It's loud.
Nothing wrong with disco.
No bass line.
That's true. They didn't have a deeper bass line back then, but that's what came with the house music. They would turn a lot of these songs, man, and just add bass to them. Same songs, and just add a heavier bass beat to them. That's true. A lot of them songs didn't have a heavy bass beat back in the days. Like that came later, But if you remaster some of this music and put those heavy beats in there and shit, twerk it just a little, they would sell this shit right now. They would sell it right now. How many views have that got? Bitches in the millions. Because you got all the old schoolers like me that still like to listen to some. I don't like all disco, but I like some disco. Is acting stupid? Yeah, well, that's to be expected. Our 70-30 remote is not work. It's on the 70% chance of not working right now. Oh, there you go. You sure say 1,000? It's a K or an M? That's all? When was it published?
2 years ago.
Damn, and that's all they got? No, I expected way more than that. Only 23, maybe just 23,000 on this one. Maybe that one ain't as desirable. Because I've seen some that had way more than that. But listen, don't let these young guys fool y'all that's 40s and shit, like, middle to late 40s. They probably like disco. Well, a lot of them, they didn't grow up in the disco era. Because by the time when they was born, we was going through like from 75 to I always say 89 because I think disco died around 1989. They still had a little bit 90 and 91 and stuff like that, but to me, there's some that went through to 92, but anything really past 92, it really wasn't disco no more. But yeah, they don't really know about disco because they don't really know the history of how disco became disco.
Because when they was listening to stuff like my uncles and them, when I used to go to
disco came from R&B, believe it or not. It came from upbeat R&B music.
Like I was gonna say, when I used to go to my uncle and them party, they had like older cat party, like around. My uncle would probably.
You didn't change the thing, country. Why you change it?
I pressed something and it went away. It said disco.
What? Can I get back to my disco music,
It was
please? This is why I don't let him control
this
nothing.
is still disco. I just pressed the button and it went somewhere else and went to disco.
Bullshit. That's the disco right there.
Right? No, you said go down, and when I went
I just said look. I didn't say hit it like you just
I
did.
just pressed down and it did it. I'm not even doing the pressing the circle. Oh man, you can get this motherfucker.
Give me my goddamn.
Because I'm not even pressing the circle.
God dang you.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm pressing
I know.
that.
You know what? From you pushing it that many times.
Oh,
that's
because you said look at how many people it was, and I was looking to see how many people had on the other disco,
Right.
and it just started playing. I didn't believe me. I don't.
That was disco. That other one.
All of them was disco.
Oh, okay.
Everything at the bottom disco.
Yeah, kilo.
Start playing some shit.
Here you go. This weed is nice. It's got a mellow taste to it. It's sweet. It's got a sweet taste to it. No aftertaste. No chemical taste.
Right.
Even though I thought I tasted chemicals, but I was wrong. There's no chemical taste. That was actually the weed. And it's not chemically tasting. It's very sweet. High in THC. Every time you smoke this joint, you're gonna call. If you're a smoker like me, see, you have to take my advice because I've been smoking since I was young. Okay, I don't know who that is calling, but I'm sorry, I can't answer right now. You know, I'm recording. But if I tell you some weed is strong, believe me, the weed is strong. You know, and we smoking in the blunt. You know,
No,
and
these are easy.
Those are hemp papers.
What?
The papers, those are hemp.
No, that's a regular blunt.
Oh man, I told you I hate smoking out the tobacco shit. They didn't have
no
hemp.
money I had.
What happened to the hemp ones you
I thought I had $4 when we went to the store, but
yeah, I know you could loan me $2. I know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then I only had $1, so I had 3. So I had to go back and get 50
So we couldn't afford the hemp papers.
Right.
All right. But the hemp papers are better. I think they're better. Shouldn't smoke tobacco with weed. Hey. Ooh, I can remember the days, boy, we would be but this don't sound like no music I've heard. Okay, not from the 80s or the 90s. And I was a disco king.
It sounds like someone disco. What I was gonna say
I don't know, because at the time, even they changed.
I don't know. When I used to go with my uncles and them have parties, they were playing them bump no more the big fine woman. You can ring my bell and all
that's
that
disco.
Shit.
Yeah, that's disco.
They never let us listen to it. They would shoo us out.
Why?
Cause I don't know. Cause they were grown. They was down there bumping and grinding. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Shaking probably.
Well, ring my. Those did have,
And they probably doing. I call it on the dance floor. Fucking. I done came into some parties and caught motherfuckers like the gals be between the dude legs. They like basically standing up grinding, right?
No.
And so they would shoo us out of that. So we'd go to the back porch and listen to rap tapes.
Oh,
That's how my generation get by. We had
who was you listening to? LL and
all of them. LL Cool J, Run DMC.
Kool Moe D.
No.
Ron DMC.
Nobody like Kool Moe D.
Yeah, listen to Kool Moe D.
He sounded really funny.
White Horse.
Yeah, we didn't
Wild West.
No,
Wild West. That's still a jam. Still like that one.
We liked the first Kool Moe D after that.
The second one was pretty decent. I didn't really hear much.
I'm just telling you. I don't know the second album. We liked that first song. That Ride the White Horse.
He was had the other one. If you wanna ride the right pony. Yeah, that was Kool Moe D.
I know we didn't like that.
You didn't like that? Oh, y'all didn't like that down there?
Oh, we like LL Cool J. Remember him and Kool Moe D?
I liked it LL. You know.
But then we had Run DMC, them niggas, and then we started getting the real hip hop.
Y'all didn't listen to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
No, it was old.
Curtis Blow.
No, that was old. By the time we got to us, that was old.
Yeah, that was old by the time we got to y'all.
So
them the early pioneers.
We started listening to Eric B. and Rakim, man. EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay, they still pretty early. What? You know.
No, they was like late 80s.
Yeah, that's early. When you think rap started? Started in the early 80s. You know.
When we was listening to rap.
When y'all was listening to it, y'all
the motherfucker that was out was like Run DMC and LL.
But Run DMC is one of the pioneers, man. Right. They started that shit.
They was out. No, well, you hear stuff.
Them LL Cool J. I can't think of everybody's name. Curtis Blow. They call Curtis Blow the king of rap. Basically, the creator of rap. You know, because he had the most hits. You know, in his day, man.
We didn't like
couldn't
Curtis
touch
Blow,
Curtis Blow.
We
Who, Chris
Back
Mo?
in, yeah, 'cause back in the day, he had the longest rap song
Yeah,
ever
he did have
invented.
rap
These are the
Rhapsody.
break.
Yeah, all these other break shit.
All the breaks.
Yeah.
That shit was forever. Like, nigga, you go in the house and get some Kool-Aid. You come back outside, he just started something out.
Okay,
He just
go
started
outside, go in the house, get some Kool-Aid, get something to eat. Use the washroom and still come back outside.
Right, he be, man, that was the longest rap ever.
I think it was like 7 minutes.
Well, so when Run DMC and LL Cool J and they came around, rap like shortened up.
But you know, Run DMC really got their start. I mean, they had to start a little before that, but they really got their start when they was did that song with Aerosmith. Walk This Way. I'm telling you, man, they was out before them, but they really went through the atmosphere when they did that with them.
Like that shit was gay. No, I mean that was
too late to say it already.
It was. I said it was gray. I said gray, nigga. I know what we can't say on the air, so bleep if you thought I said that, but I said gray. No, because it was a thin line between liking that shit or not. It was like it was a cool song, but like when Aerosmith came in, it was like being a teenager, a young teenager. I was like 12 or something.
Right.
That's the first time, like what? I'm not used to my rock and roll and my rap. I like it right, you know. I like kind of threw you off when he bust through the wall. You like, you wasn't doing rap, you know. It wasn't nothing expected, you know what I'm saying?
That was a twist, though.
Right.
They created.
And then after them, remember who came out after them and say the white dudes, made white dudes' name, Beastie Boys.
Yeah, Beastie Boys.
Probably, I don't know if you listen.
I didn't like none of their stuff. No, I take that back. It was one song I did.
I was in elementary school.
You know, it was one song. Did they make Insane in the Brain? Was that them? No, there wasn't nothing I liked from them. They were too raw, I guess. But they had a long career. You know, you can't take nothing away from them. They had a long career. You know.
I had one album.
No, they had like 4 albums.
Didn't nobody listen to them by then. By then they had
listen to them.
Right. By then they converted over to like rap rock.
Right.
But when we had them, they was all rap.
You
know what I'm saying?
Right. And they were actually decent rappers. They were decent rappers.
Right. And then their second album, they started with the rap rock shit, and then some people started.
But I used to always go like to my white friend's house, and they always have one of their albums or CDs, or you know, I think it was CDs back then. You know, and they would always have one of Beastie Boys album. That's how I know they made more than one. They made quite a few albums. I think maybe more than 4. You know. They made quite a few albums.
No, I don't know how many they made, but I'm telling you when they fell off after rap set.
Well, like I said, they was two rock and rollish to people.
Yeah, but they went that way because black dudes started coming. Man,
but it was
once after Beastie Boys hit, because by this time you had a family, you was working, you raising kids by this time.
But it was other rappers before him. It was a white Jamaican rapper. I forgot his name. He was pretty smooth. This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s. Shop Race was 90s, I think. Yeah, Shop Race. No, this white guy I'm talking about, he was a white, kind of smooth. He had like a smooth little way he rapped, you know. Yeah. You sure? I have to look that up. Yeah, because that was Shop.
Sean Paul.
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah. Sean, but no, what I'm trying to tell you is how it went. Like after Run DMC and then the EPMD and Eric Sermon started coming out, then we had like Method Man, Wu-Tang. I mean, rap basically.
90s. That's all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because they had basically pushed a lot of white dudes at the game. White dudes trying to come out all kind of ways.
And you forgot about
Third Base,
Jay-Z.
Nah, I forget about
It was out in the early 90s.
Yeah, Puff Daddy and Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z was out in the 90s. But shit, it was so much to choose from. Jay-Z wasn't even like on the radar.
Puff Daddy, please.
Biggie?
Not Biggie, that other rapper, young dude. I forgot his name. It was him and Puff Daddy that was friends. You know.
A lot of motherfuckers. Shit. I'm saying rap took off. So it was the East Coast or the West Coast. And remember, when I was young, is when NWA was out. You know what I'm saying?
I remember their very first album.
Attitude. Shit.
Yeah, and I was over my friend's house, man. I was deep into my rock. I was listening to rap too then, but I was deep into my rock then. And so we listened to, he had this album by Yes. This group called Yes, man. That at the time was a very popular record. You know, very popular album. You know, and I liked a lot of records. So he said, man, let me check out this. And he threw in some NWA. And at first I was like, man, I don't want to hear that bullshit. But then I started listening to it. I was like, all right, you know. So I got hip to them, like, you know,
You got hip to that. And
They
that,
wasn't in my atmosphere, man. Not at the time, because
but that's
at the time I was a musician. I was playing, and so I wanted to play like I wanted to like, even though it had already been done, but I was in my mind. I wanted to combine rock and roll and R&B. My version of rock and roll and R&B. That's what I do now when I play. I sort of combine both versions, and I wanted to like stay in that realm.
Lean this way. Lean this way. You lean.
I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Okay. I just say I lean all the time.
No, your video.
You
say
see
that.
the video, I'll be like, yeah,
You
hey,
you
I
just
fucked
leaning
up,
that
bro.
way.
I think it's just I just got that lean, bro.
Whatever.
When you suave, you
Okay.
just get a lean.
You gonna chalk it. You gonna take past. You gonna take bad posture and chalk it up to being suave. Well,
I
that
don't
is
really
a
have
hard
bad
argument.
posture.
Even though
I don't really
being
have bad
suave
posture.
is a hard argument to argue with.
That's
But
right, because I'm suave.
I really have good posture.
I'd rather have good posture too, because we're kind of tall people, so you can't be slumped over all the time. You know, I know. I was taught how to sit correctly, but I'm in my house, in my space, so I'm relaxed. I'm relaxing with the folks we smoking weed. You know, I can sit up and say, well, hold my stomach and my chest
So,
out. And say, you have a nice.
So
Have a nice day.
rap and all that shit, man. We used to have we ain't like y'all up north, so we never had basement parties. But anybody that's in the South know if you like 13 or 18 growing up, most of the parties you had was like in barns.
Barn parties.
Yeah, we have barns.
When I was working with the
or like
carnival,
a shack or some shit.
I told you it was in this little town in Alabama, and they had a barn dance. You know,
no fucking we don't barn
but
dance.
no, but what? Yeah, they had a real barn dance, but they wasn't dressed
folk.
like the people was in the 50s and shit like that.
It was like white folks though, right?
I mean, we was in the middle of this little town in Alabama. There wasn't nothing but white folks there.
Exactly. We don't go to that shit.
But that was one of the best parties I ever went to. One of the best parties. I have to say, in that little town, I never faced racism. That's the little town I told you we were in that we stole the weed from, because we was there for 2 weeks. And nobody was ever racist except the weed thing. You know, and the people were very nice. The girls was friendly. I've never met such friendly people. You know, but I have to say, in my defense, in their defense, they didn't think I was black. A lot of them didn't think I was black at the time. Because I had a big curly afro. You see what I'm saying? I was light skinned and shit. You know, they always thought I was mixed with something. You know.
Yeah, you didn't tell them nothing.
No, I told the truth. Why lie? You know, they're like, your father's son. I said, no, my father's black. Well, your mother? I said, no, my mother's black. I said, they just my mother's very light skinned. I said, her father was mixed. You know, they go, oh, listen, you know, but no, my mother and father were black folks, you know. Yeah, I'm telling you a quick story. When I used to go to Clemente High School, I had the curly hair, right? And at that time, a lot of Puerto Rican guys had that same kind of curly afro looking shit like that, you know. So I was always mistaken for being Puerto Rican, right? So it was this girl that had a crush on me. Her name was Melissa, you know. And she's always, you know, winking, throw kisses at me in the cafeteria and shit. So she was leaving to go back to Mexico because her family didn't like it here. So she was leaving to go back to Mexico. And she came and asked me because she had my student ID, right? And she was saying it in Spanish, you know. She kept saying it in Spanish. And I said, I don't speak Spanish. And she looked at me. She said, you're not Spanish? She said, no. She said, your mother? I said, no. She said, your father? I said, no, I'm not Spanish. I said, African American, black, you know. And she looked like she had to think about it.
Well, that's pretty.
Because she still wanted my ID picture. So she had like she had to think about it, you know, because she just standing there. You can see the wonder on her mind. She's like, oh, he black. You know, I wanted to take this home and say he's my boyfriend because she wanted my ID picture, man, you know. But she ended up still asking me for it and shit, you know.
You give it to her?
I had an extra one. I had an extra one because I had lost one. And I had one in my locker and I gave her that one. You know. Yeah. Ain't that a weird story?
Not really.
I always thought that was a weird story.
It's exactly a weed story.
Yeah, it is a weed story. You know. But that's strange, you know. It's like she had to think about like, you are a black person? You know. Listen, I had some weird experience, man. I worked at the Museum of you guys, come on, stupid remote.
You know, that always happens and vice versa. Like I used to be on a train, right?
Okay, let's wrap this up.
I used to be on a train coming from the job downtown. A lot of my coworkers was Latinos, right? So they only spoke Spanish to me in the kitchen because it was easy for them. So I just started being able to understand. It's like that shit that Jamie Foxx said in that movie. Like him and the Diddy used to watch a lot of Chinese movies, and then they started learning how to speak Chinese. Like
Well, did they thought they know how to speak Chinese?
I don't know, but
Because you can pick up on certain words. They do say a lot, you know, and you figure out what they are. You
right,
find
but
out what they
no,
are.
but my grandpa being Spanish used to teach me Spanish, and
Oh, that's right.
anyway.
You did say you got Spanish.
Right. So yeah. So I know how to speak Spanish. So they'll be talking to me on the train, and all of a sudden, out the clear blue, every fucking person that's on the train that's Latino want to speak Spanish. You know what
When
it's
you
like
have your own
listening to?
native language, man, you revert to it.
Right.
I think that's cool. I never got offended. To me, only white people and then black people started getting offended because they feel like they talking about you, and chances are they probably were. You see what I'm saying? But why should you care what somebody else say? It's if they uh, can speak your language and they talk it in their language, it means they wasn't bold enough to tell you to your face. End of conversation. End of having feel. You know, because you know that they do talk about you. You know, because we talk about folks, but man, nobody talks about people more than black women. Nobody more than black women, and I say maybe Jewish women because them half us there, they can talk some shit too, boy. Look at her. You know she married that old guy. You know, listen, I used to work with these ladies, Miss Riches and Betty. You know, one of the best experiences I've ever had. You know, I have to say, them ladies was two smart Jewish ladies. That's why anybody who think that I don't like Jewish people, I love those ladies. They taught me how. They taught me how to hustle for legal money. That's how they taught. They taught us how to hustle for legal money. I didn't have to go out there and do it illegally. You know, but them ladies were two brilliant old ladies, man. They knew their antiques. You know, listen, they were so cold. They used to search the obituaries, and I know people think that's low down, but they would search the obituaries for people who have just died in the Jewish community or it always was a white community, upper scale and shit. And they call them up, man, if they want to sell their shit. Ask them if they got, antiques they want to get rid of or something like that. Give them a fair price. They always gave people. They didn't take advantage of people. They gave them a fair price. You know what I'm saying? You know. Excuse me, but them old ladies, you know, I have to say taught me. So some Jewish people taught me how to hustle.
Yeah, that was grimy as fuck though. That was some nigga shit.
Why?
That's grimy, cuz.
What's so grimy about it?
Because you
about them doing the obituary.
Yeah, because they got a motherfucker between a rock and a hard place.
They were hustlers. That's all I can say. They were hustlers.
That's what I said. That's right. That is some honor amongst thieves, boy. You can't do nothing but like.
I can't do nothing but respect.
Right.
I asked them. Well, listen, I was sitting up, you know, because sometimes we would sit in the shop, waiting around to deliver stuff and stuff like that. And I asked her one day, why did she call, you know, people's obituary? And she just told me. She said people died, you know, old folks died, and their family don't want to keep the house or keep the stuff in the house. You know, she said we offer them a fair price. You know, I didn't see no harm in that. I did see the harm in doing it, you know, but I don't know if she waited till after they were buried. She read it in the obituary. So if she read it in the obituary, chances is, I'm guessing they were already in the ground. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know, you know. But yeah, she got a lot of business that way. That lady got a lot of big shit. I think they became millionaires. I truly think they, because their shit wasn't cheap. They had $20,000 statues and $6,000 vases and shit, you know. Yeah. Applewhite and I can't think of all the names, but you know, but I knew them back then, you know, and he on somebody and all the rest of that shit. Very high quality furniture. Okay, back to this. Yep. So for our weed, Barney Rubble. For the smell, I liked it. Wasn't nothing to write home about, but it was decent. So I will give the smell an 8. Let's hear your assumptions, sir. If by the music go, hey. See, that's thinking music.
It's weird. It's weird, dude. That's thinking music. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I got thinking. And I thought it was better than an 8.
Professional, I know. Yes, an 8.
I thought it was better than an 8.
No, wasn't better than an 8. It's just a little bit of fruitiness to it, not overwhelming.
Okay, I give it an
It's
8.
very slight.
Yeah, it's real slight.
Tell me, I know.
That was a lucky
8 it is. All right, for the taste. Now, we're going to have different opinions on the taste. I thought it had a good taste. You could taste some of the sweetness in it. It's almost overpowered by the THC, but not quite. It sort of blends it. The THC still sits on top of it just a touch, but not enough to kill the taste. The taste was good. It can't say it's smooth because hell, you take 2 puffs off of it, you're coughing. But it's not harsh. Put it that way. It's just
and I ain't really got to tell
so
dry
for
mouth.
the taste, which is not smooth, okay, not great. You can taste a little bit in it. I would give it an 8.
I liked it better than an 8 because it really tasted good. When I first tasted it, I said, man, this tastes what my first words that came out my mouth is like when a baby born, like that baby is cute, or you be like, who baby is that? Either one of them. My first words when I smoked the weed is like, it's somebody that said that. Who baby is that? Don't act like I'm the only one, cuz.
Well, you as a trip.
Some of the babies be having lean on the face.
Yeah.
Like,
so what are you saying?
My first words when I smoked it, like, man, it tastes way better than the smell.
I agree. It do taste better than the smell.
So that was the surprising part. So if that's not worth a 9, then I guess we would have to settle on an 8. But it did taste way better than the smell. And I think you're gonna have to rejudge the breakdown because now it done dried up, so it's breaking down different. You have to get a lump back.
Oh, what if you took it all out?
Yeah, just break it down.
You take this weed fast. Okay, I agree. The taste is better. I mean, the smell.
Way
the taste is better than
That's
the
the first thing that came out of my mouth.
You can taste some of the sweetness in it.
Right.
It's not overwhelming, but it's not
but
really.
It tastes really good. It's
strong. Not really strong enough. The sweetness is just there. But I agree with you, and I will give it that 9. All right, flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, is run of the mill. Just barely got flavor to it, I think.
It's really light.
Yeah,
I would say it's really light. It got a nice like appley, weedy flavor, but I would say it's really light.
What did you say?
Like appley, because it got a little sweet
to
it.
All that?
I taste the sweet on top of it, but then
that was with the taste.
Smooth.
Yeah, we tasted the sweet on top of it with the taste.
I would give it an 8.
But as far as the flavors, you can't make out any flavors except THC. You can't.
But it got something on it that would say, not so bad.
What would you say you would give it?
An 8. I would give it.
But
the reason why I would say an 8 is because my first thought when I tasted it was not so bad.
Okay, well I'm gonna let you do this one because I would give the texture a bad grade because I don't like.
No, redoing that.
You ain't got nothing there to do.
It is on the back. Right there.
Oh, okay. It's still sticky.
No.
I broke it. It's still sticky.
It feels like it's dried out a little bit.
It seems like if you leave it out, it would dry out. But we're grading it as it is right now.
Oh, for me, I like the sticky, and I like the fact that it don't break down the dust. It's really good granules. I rolled a nice spliff. I had to even tap out almost before it was done. I had to get out the car. So shit, I would give it a.
Okay, go ahead.
For my texture flavor, I would give it a 9. I won't give it a 10
because I don't like sticky weed, and I know a lot of people do. Okay, buzz or high? That's an easy one there.
Yeah,
that's definitely high because shit, you take a couple pulls off the weed, shit, choking in high.
Way early.
So I'm gonna give it a 10. I give it a 10.
Way early. I was high way early. I'm like, that ain't
same thing. Way early in the joint. I think I'm gonna give it a 10 as well.
Super early.
Any problems with that?
No.
Okay, accessibility.
I'm gonna have to give it a 7 because he was like, man, he like get it while it's hot.
Quality, overall quality. What would you give overall quality?
9. Because overall, all of them
considering everything that we have here and the way the weed is, I would give overall quality. I would give it a 10. Okay. Because even though I don't like the stickiness, a lot of people do. I can't be biased when it comes to that. I have to be fair. So if you stick in the stickiness with the taste, with the smell, with the high, that would be a 10. So I would give that a 10. Quality, overall, I give that a 10. Okay, potency. Yeah. We're gonna get that a 10. That's 2 puff action, folks. Okay. All right, and coffability. Okay. I don't want to give it. I would never really want to ever get coffability a 10. But this shit was strong. So I give it a 9-ish.
A 9. And nigga, we talk. The only time you didn't cough was the last part that I didn't
When I
smoke.
wasn't talking.
Right.
Yeah.
The last, very
I
last.
just can't see because I always imagine.
I'm good with it
I
now.
always imagine the 10 to cough 50. I'm like, well, it did almost get that.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stay with the 9 because I'm holding out. I'm holding out for that super weed that take my breath away. It didn't do it, and hopefully I have an oxygen thing next to me. So we're gonna give it a 9. And if I find my phone, all right. You know, while you folks enjoy the 80s and 90s disco music. See,
Pull your ears off.
country don't know. What
Pull your ears off, man.
Country, it's like torture to him. You know. So we got an 8 for the smell. We got a 9 for the taste. We got an 8 for the flavor. We got a 9 for the texture. We got.
Oh, I want this show to come to an end just because of music.
We'll be through in a minute, country. Just chill, bro. You made me lose my space. 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 for buzz and high. Buzz or high. We got a 10 for point of peak. Because most of the times, if you give buzz a high 10, you give it point of peak a 10. Accessibility, we gave a 7.
Yeah, that's all, huh?
Quality, we gave it a 10. Potency, we gave it a 10. Wow. And coffeeability, we gave. Oh, shit. My fault, y'all. Dang it. Okay, after the 7 was a 10.
And then a 9.
Wait, what did I do? 10, 10, 7. Okay, then 10 again. Then 10 again. Then 9.
So
It's at 100. That couldn't be right.
that's impossible.
It says 100.
That's
I did
impossible.
something wrong.
That's 10 out of 10.
Okay. Okay, 8, 9. 8, 9, 8, 9. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 10.
No, 10,
Oh, my fault.
10,
10, 10, 9.
9.
My fault. I messed up. 10, 10, 9.
Oh, okay.
9. Oh, shit. Check this out. Let me make sure. 8, 9, 8, 9. 8, 9, 8, 9. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 9. 10, 10, 9. So our score is equals. It's the exact same score that we got last week. 90, folks.
Yeah.
So it came in the long run with those 10s for potency, quality, and point of peak
I
and
think
buzz
it's a good
high.
show. I agree.
You know,
I
and
concur
I
with
would
you.
say it's worth the 90. It's worth the 90.
Cut your light off, man.
It's worth so much I gave it 9 extra points. It was almost 100. You know.
Well, that 110 would have just made it 91.
So, folks, this
One more
is
point,
a
91.
great weed. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You know, I call it silly weed. You get high, get silly and shit. You know, and have a good time. So, for the month of January 2023, our Barney Rubble gets a 90, folks. A 90.
Yeah.
So go out and get you some. We highly recommend it. And yes, we would buy it again.
Yep.
You know, and you know, ask around about it. You know, and see if you can find it.
What?
Yeah, ask about it. See if you can find it. Don't just smoke it because you can smoke some.
No.
When we do this show, we expect you to go out and look for the weed. We're running out of space too. So, folks, until next time, and until next time we meet, God bless and
Tokefreely.
Bye bye, folks.